Good to have you back on the channel. Wow, a very interesting development just unfolded. Honduras has now accepted Bitcoin as legal tender. It was announced by the officials in charge of the Special Economic Zone on Thursday, April 7th, 2022. Now, Honduras is the second country to do so. Remember, El-Salvador was the first country to adopt the digital currency, Bitcoin, as its legal tender on September 7th, 2021. So, what does it mean for cryptocurrency, you and I, and Bitcoin in particular? Stay tuned. Let us examine why and how these digital currencies are changing or reshaping the future of money. Grab a cuppa, of course, a cup of tea, and then subscribe. And in another development, again simultaneously, the island of Madeira, an autonomous region in Portugal, is also adopting Bitcoin as de facto legal tender. Therefore, Prosperia jurisdiction on the Roatan Island of the northern coast of Honduras and Madeira, an autonomous region in Portugal, are adopting Bitcoin as de facto legal tender. Voila. Okay. Let's say you are curious and would like to know what Bitcoin represents. Well, you are in the right channel. Just stay with me. You see, Bitcoin is a digital currency, a peer-to-peer electronic system, meaning no paper money to print or coin to mint like the traditional money known as fiat money, and it is not regulated or controlled by the government and banks. So in effect, Bitcoin is decentralized, and Bitcoin connects buyers of goods and services through a well-secured keys. And then, please listen to this. Bitcoin is secured in blockchain technology. Okay, now, let me guess. You want me to explain the composition of blockchain? Okay, stay with me. Blockchain is a digital ledger that is immutable and it is secured. It contains information, database if you like, that is available for everyone to access. Again, you may not be able to figure out who owns what. It gathers, verifies, and records data approximately every 10 minutes. That said, please, if you want to know more about blockchain and bitcoins, I have produced a series of videos on the subject matter. You will see some of the clips at the end of this video. Now, let us examine what Hondurans, the citizens, will benefit for adopting Bitcoin. And this is not my words, but that of the president of Honduras during the live stream presented by Marathon Digital Holding titled Bitcoin 2022. And let me paraphrase what the president of the island said. Now, he announced, that's the president you're looking at now. That's the convention that takes place. The president announced that Bitcoin is now official legal tender in the island. Okay, I hope you get that. He said that during the occasion, during the Bitcoin 2022. Let me repeat that. The president of the island said, or rather he announced, that Bitcoin is now official legal tender in the island. Speaking further, he said no capital gain will be charged on Bitcoin. Everybody in the island can transact business with Bitcoin, and then you can also start and operate a Bitcoin business in the jurisdiction using Bitcoin, the regulatory framework of your choice, and this can be done in KYC compliance manner. And the jurisdiction will also facilitate the creation of Bitcoin bond, just like El Salvador. And finally, the government of the island has already created an enabling environment for all citizens, including foreigners, to invest in Honduras with US legal and regulatory system. Again, you can watch and listen to the president of Madeira, okay, this president you're looking at, who also said he believed in the future of Bitcoin and why his island adopted Bitcoin. And you can do that later. Meanwhile, let us continue. Okay, now, right, moving on. Let me share what transpired between me and my friend Farajala. You remember my friend whom I introduced to cryptocurrency and Bitcoin in January this year, 2022. 22. He asked me a series of interesting and intelligent questions just 2 days ago about the digital currency. Please stay tuned. All his questions are very relevant and thought-provoking. You see, Farajala asked me whether I prefer Bitcoin and crypto to fiat money and why. Well, in my response, I said, given the rate at which fiat money, yes, you heard me, fiat money, where's this fiat money? Yes, it's here. Given the rate at which fiat money is losing its value every year, mostly because of excessive printing of the money, which is called quantitative easing. I think fiat money is beginning to lose its ability to function effectively in our global economy. And Bitcoin cannot be printed or minted like the fiat money, and Bitcoin has been capped to 21 million. Brilliant. Another question is whether Bitcoin and digital currency will replace fiat money. Wow. And he also asked when. Well, I told him I think something will replace the fiat money with time. It may not be soon, perhaps in the next 10 years. And then citing this person here, Bill E, and who said, and I'm going to quote him now, if it is not Bitcoin, it will be something. The future of commerce is going to be all electronics. The gold standard was a fine idea, but electronic changes of funds and credit will be the future. End quote. Wow. Then he asked me what are the attributes of digital currencies, Bitcoin, and when. Like I said, I have produced details video on the subject matter. I mean, the attributes of Bitcoin. Meanwhile, I will mention a few here. You see, transaction through the bank is embedded in central authority. I want to tell you about the attributes of Bitcoin now. I said Bitcoin is very efficient. You probably want to ask me why. What do I mean? I told you, well, transaction through the banks it's always embedded in central authority. You see what I mean? And I have some bottlenecks. I'm going to explain it. For instance, if you deposit a check, it takes 3 to 4 working days before your money settles in your account. However, Bitcoin and other cryptos, you and I know we can send that money across the international border within 10 minutes and to be received. And again, Bitcoin help bank the unbank. All you need is a phone and the internet, even if you are in a rural area. So he then asked me again, what is the future of Bitcoin? Voila. Well, in my opinion, I told Farajala that Bitcoin is embedded in growth, volatility, or turbulence. Okay, let me use the past and the present statistics or data to break it down. You see, at inception, when Bitcoin was introduced to the world, many people see it as a revolution within the finance ecosystem. However, Bitcoin has experienced a lot of ups and downs. And as you and I know, Bitcoin market has crashed several times in the last few years. And the digital currency has indeed gone through a prolonged sell-off, say by 90% in 2018. And then thereafter, the digital asset gathered momentum and soared to a new high of about $2.5 trillion. And again, around May of 2021, the digital asset plunged, nosedive for more than 50% by July. Okay, now, shortly afterwards, it recovered and turned bullish, and it peaked around $3 trillion. Wow. In November 2021. And if you could recollect, Bitcoin set a new high to say, during that time, to say $68,000. And then it plunged again to say $40,000. And it's been hovering between $40,000 to $45,000 since then till date. Sometimes it goes down. So, to date, Bitcoin has been entangled in wide ride. Okay, now, I'm convinced you get the picture. However, on the positive side, listen to this is very interesting. Despite the ups and downs, Bitcoin's compound annual growth is at 200% for the past 10 years. Brilliant. Very interesting. Besides, Bitcoin and some cryptos are poised between being a store of value and a medium for daily transaction. And then concerning cryptocurrency regulations, e.g. Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc., the US, UK, and EU, officials have shown a particular interest in stablecoin regulation. Therefore, lawmakers in the Washington DC, US, and across the world are trying to figure out how to establish laws and guidelines to make cryptocurrency safer for investors and less appealing to cyber criminals. However, some experts still share the notion that Bitcoin will explode in the nearest future, while some, and I quote, investors and the cryptocurrencies enthusiasts, I hope I pronounced that well, forgive me, have doubled down on their optimism regarding its future. End quote. Okay, that said, so what is your opinion about the future of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general? Well, in my opinion, finger crossed. Okay, I hope you find this video very useful. And then here comes the best part. Subscribe, like, and comment. Remember, the goal is to generate wealth, build companies, and then create jobs. Bye now. See you soon.